Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha, this is Geebz here. Yes, your decomposer here in the Decomposer Lounge. So it's painfully apparent to me that I am an absolute work in progress here on this channel. And, you know, I did it, almost 9 months ago, started this, had no idea this was in my life's path, and it's been such a great experience. And the channel's been really fun for me and unique and weird too, because the success of the channel has kind of, I look at things a little different here on YouTube, and you know, comboing a life's pivot with what I do with the kids and the puppets, which I still can't get back into the hospitals at least for another year, so it's kind of heartbreaking for me. But I still try to do fundraising with it, for some of the hospitals. So the channel's become very fun to me, very important, and also just because of life the way it is right now, my age and my health, I've been staying a little more inside, or a little more, I want to say, on my own choice, isolate myself a little more. And so once again, the channel's become really fun, an important point in my life, as well as the other channel that I opened up, which is the World Music Channel, and the Patreon has been so fun and so cool. But one of the things that I've experienced with the channel is that at first I didn't care about subscribers numbers, how fast it's growing and stuff like that. It was just like, wow, look at this. I kind of felt like, if Simon Cowell hit the little golden buzzer, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, really, what? This is great. But I have started noticing, okay, there's data I can look at and stuff, and trends and stuff. And I was really killing it for a while, and then it really dropped off a lot. And I'm like, okay, that's, a pandemic, right? So all the way up until, like, let's say March, grow, and then, like, everybody gets out and play. It's springtime and stuff, and, or I'm putting out too much content, or what this subject matter is about, I'm doing too much mainstream, maybe. Okay, so here's the thing. I've said a bazillion times, I have no idea about who's who when I click on these links. Some of the bands, of course, I have heard of, unless you go to my Throwback Thursday and stuff like that. Those are obvious picks. Or why does this make your face melt pick, right? But I don't do a lot of those. I probably should. But the thing is that one of the consistent comment themes that I've had so much is, dude. And everyone's been really super cool. This is what's been great about this. I mean, there's been a few people that were a little pissy, and it ended up in that filtered section that we have in our dashboard because they use dirty words and stuff like that. But it's generally, dude, what is with all this mainstream music? And here's the thing, guys. I don't know the difference. Remember, I've said this. You've heard me say it 1,000 times in my video. All right, 330 times. That's how many videos I've done. I don't know the difference between underground and mainstream. Obviously the mainstream things, like if it's bands like Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and stuff like that, or bands that I recognize, when I listen, I've heard of this band or this track or something. Yeah, I guess that means mainstream. I don't know. This is where I need your help. I don't need your help because I want to reprogram my channel so I can get more views and more subscriptions, which is nice. I mean, there was a part of me going, maybe I can get to 200,000 by September. But then I realized I was in a head game of numbers, and I didn't want that to sway how I made any decisions on what I clicked on. But I do need your help. I need your help and try to be kind and explain it to me in a kind of a simple way. I'm not an idiot, but I mean, how do I know if I'm clicking on a track whether it's mainstream or not? And I don't even know I don't even know really, should it even matter. I mean, I should click on anything I want and put it on my channel, being I'm not chasing subs or donations for the kids or anything like that. I'm so grateful to even have this channel, to have you helping me in this whole journey, because as I said before, I would not have been exposed to so much incredible, powerful music had it not been for this channel, because I was in my bubble, right? Let's just face it. I'm in my bubble. I write my music for my clients, and I do all the jobs that I do, and then I turn off music. I leave. I don't listen. Well, there is no more radio to speak of right now. I don't have a Spotify except for I just opened Spotify to get better sound files for these reaction videos. But I don't know. I would not have experienced Periphery or Andy Gillen or Mastodon or Tool to this level. I did recognize one Tool song that I've heard. I would not have dove into this, and this is what I love. I didn't realize I loved doing this until I started doing this, because my whole life has been made up of I cannot listen to a song without going into this mode my whole life, because by virtue of what I've done for a living. And by loving every bit of the process of engineering and musicianship and arrangements and composition, and this whole rock, metal, and all its subgenres seems to be probably one of the only genres that I'm aware of, short of jazz and fusion and stuff, but at least with guitars and power and stuff like that, that you can have such amazing arrangements and songwriting and singing. It's just been a great thing. But I get a lot of these. I get messages, which I'm thankful for too. I mean, I'm not, getting angst out because why are people telling me that I'm mainstream? No, thank you for telling me that, because this video is about me learning something new. So, I'll just reiterate the question. It's on the title of the video here and whatever. How do I tell the difference between a track is mainstream and underground when I have zero experience or zero base of listening to the music I've been listening to? Is there some way do I go to a website and find out? Do I look at the fact that it's a great song but it's only got a couple thousand views or listens? I mean, I just need a little help with that. And I don't think it has anything to do personally with the genres, because I think I've come to learn that even in some of the heavier metalcore or black metal or thrash, all the way to prog and stuff, even within the genres, I guess every now and then there's a few that are deemed, well, yeah, they are this style, but they're more mainstream because they have more melodic melodies or something, And so I don't know, and I'm asking you guys help for that. So anyhow, I want to thank you guys very much. Oh, by the way, people who keep asking me about my shoulder, it is much better. I still have, a little pain, but the good thing is, as long as I can paddle, I'm fine. Paddle, and when I play guitar or play piano, as long as I can do that, I'm good to go. But no need for any further, medication. Well, there's always a need for medication. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay. Sorry. The ventriloquist voice comes out. Anyhow, thank you guys for helping me on this. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for even being on this channel. It's a joy to catch comments and the fact that a lot of people are enjoying what I'm doing. I want to thank you guys so much for those of you who have bought me a cup of coffee, and some of the money goes to the kids and stuff like that, and Patreon too. For those of you who are on Patreon and you see this video and stuff, even if you came by just for a month, I find out that sometimes people say, well, I'm just going to come for a month because I only have $10, but I want to, be a part of this. And well, for $10, I get at least a listen. So even if you come in, you hang out for a month and you dig out, I just can't tell you how over the moon I am about just this whole interaction. Never in a million years would I have thought that this channel would be a part of my life, and that my journey with music as a composer, as old as I am, I'm not really old, but as old as I am, being kind of, seeing eye-dogged by you folks, suggestions, comments. I think one of my most favorite types of comments is, oh my God, I would have never heard of this band if it wasn't for you. And to me, that's great. To me, that's wonderful that I get to play a little part in that introduction, and then they dive deeper into their Spotifys and stuff. That's probably the most gratifying thing about this channel, next to a cup of coffee. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for helping me out in answering this, if there's really a definitive way to answer this, and so on and so forth. So you guys have a killer day. I got a lot more music coming. All right, guys, take care. Aloha. All right.